Hey, it is a beautiful but chilly Monday morning. Thought before I go to work, I would show you guys some things that happened around the barnyard this weekend and end of last week, and just show you what's going on around here. First off, there's the new baby lamb. Unfortunately, he is now a bottle baby. His mama did not survive. She was not doing well. It was her first birth. She was small. He was big. She did not handle it well, and the stress of it all killed her. But yeah, we're just dealing with it. He's getting bottle fed. He's out with the chickens right now, stretching his legs before he goes back in his pen. But what I really wanted to show you was what took place in the coop this weekend. So remember those chicks that I put in the brooder? They all graduated. And they are out, and well, right now they're all huddled up in the corner because they're still kind of terrified of being out in general population. But they'll get out as it warms up and the sun comes out. They'll go out and they'll start wandering around. They're fitting in really well. They're not getting picked on too terribly bad. But we also put more chicks into the brooder. The brooder's working out really well. In the last 3 days, we have put more chickens into the coop than we had before the predator attack a couple of months ago. So we put 37 of the older chicks in there, and then there are 19 or 18 in this batch. And then we got about 8 to 10 more breassies that are in a brooder in the house. So the flock, thanks to community, the flock is recovering greatly. It's doing really well. My next big task as far as the chickens go is I've got to get a chicken tractor built so I can get all the roosters out of this batch of chicks and get them into a tractor. Get them separated so there's no fighting. You know, if you've got a bunch of roosters and you don't want them fighting, then don't have any hens around them. And so you put them in a tractor, run them out there until they're big enough to butcher, and then you put them, graduate them to freezer camp. And something else I did this weekend was I fixed all these roosts. You see that one right there? Got some new wood on it. So these are Brower roosts. Oh, we got a little sidekick here. So these are Brower brooder boxes, coop boxes, whatever you want to call them. And the metal part of them is great. I love the functionality and utilitarianism of them. But these roosts, thing I found out about these roosts is they don't hold up really well whenever you got a bunch of chickens on them. We found out the hard way that the wood slats on the roosts does not hold up well to a turkey sitting on them. Roger jumped in here and broke one when he was in here by himself with the chickens. The other thing is that the nuts and bolts, if you're gonna buy them, I would highly recommend buying them. I'm gonna put a link down below so you can go check them out. Price is pretty good. But the other thing is when you're putting them together, get some Loctite. Use Loctite on them and Loctite the snot out of the nuts and bolts, or else they will fall out just from the chickens jumping up and down on them. The way I ended up fixing them now is instead of putting bolts in them, I just put heavy gauge wire on it and wired everything up so it was all put together nice and tight. You know, so it's working well. All right. Well, that is about it. You know, Oh, there's something else I got to show you before we go. That's not all. That's not it. You know, I told you we hatched out all these chicks and everything, and they're doing really well. But we had a turkey hen disappear. Where she went, I didn't know. I had no idea. Lost her for about 4 or 5 days. Well, she showed back up about a week ago, and I finally tracked down where she was, and she's over here next to the goat and sheep pen. Check this out. Hey, Mama. Hey, Mama. Mama. Oh, she's being shy. she's being shy, but she's in there. She's sitting on a clutch of eggs. She's got a bunch of turkey eggs, and because we got 2 hens that are laying eggs right now, and for some reason there's some chicken eggs in there. But she's sitting on them. She's been on them for about 2 weeks now, as close as I can guess. She's doing really well. Thing I found out about turkey hens is they will pull eggs that are not viable out of the nest and they'll eat them. So I found 2. Well, here's some right here. So there's an eggshell from a turkey egg that she pulled out and she ate, and so we know we got some viable eggs in there because she's sitting on them, you know. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, that's it. That's all I got for an update on the going-ons in the coop and the barnyard. You know, thanks to community, the flock is recovering. That's another reason that we always preach about building community around here. You know what? If you got any comments or questions, go ahead and drop them down below. Like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. Most importantly, go live a life done free. Thanks, Milo.